In the last two verses, we saw that this nature of Brahman and nature of myself, there cannot be any difference at all. In the 22nd verse, it is said, Swarupameva me sattvam, natu dharmaha navastovat. Any object is an object which has a form and a name along with existence. A pot or a cloth, a tree. A tree is not a pot or cloth or person, but all of them enjoy one common factor: existence. Therefore, existence is not a dharma, a quality, a guna, a characteristic. The characteristic of a pot, a tree, an animal, a human, a bird may change, different from each other. But the existence, even though presently it looks very abstract to us, it is abstract to us. It has to be. Because it is absolute. Anything absolute cannot be relative, obviously. Being not relative, its dimension is unknown, beginning and end is not known, therefore it becomes abstract. So, every living thing, every being, every object enjoys the same nature of existence. Therefore, you and I also exist, but you and I are not the same. My name is different, your name is different. Everything is different about you and me. But one thing is not different between you and me is I am and you are. So, Swarupameva, by nature, aham sattvam me sattvam. In me there is existence. Natu dharma, it is not a quality, characteristic. Navastvavat, like spaciness of the space. Fireness of the fire, waterness of the water, earthness of the earth, humanness of the human. These are all dharmaha. And when we thus understand that I am existence, not I am existing, there is a difference. Who are you? Then yes, somebody who's learned another would say, I am existence. Are you existing? No, I am existence. So you wonder, are you a Vedantin by any chance? Yes, that's why I'm answering like that. So, every one of us are nothing but pure existence, but name, form, everything changes. So, if I am existence other than me, can there be anything as existence? Mad anyasya sataha abhavat. Mad anyasya, other than me, the existence, anything else can exist. Now, please understand, from the standpoint of me as a human, as a body, you are there, everybody is there. But as I look at myself as existence, can there be anything existing other than me? Cannot be. Mad anyasya, other than me, sadaha abhavat. There is no other existence. Nahi sajjadi rishyate. Therefore, Sat is not a jadi. It is not a class. It is not one among the many. It has no variety. Many existences are there. Cannot say that. So what is Brahman? Existence. So who am I then? As far as my real nature is concerned, I am existence. Therefore, between me and Brahman, there is no difference then. From all other aspects, yes, I am different. You are different. Everyone is different. So Vedanta's point of view is, don't look at yourself as a relative entity. So long as you look at yourself as a relative entity, you cannot but see only differences. And differences always will cause heartburns, hatred, jealousy, difference of opinion, high and low, discrimination. From the standpoint of this absolute reality called pure existence, there is no high or low. There is no indifferences in terms of caste or color or creed, jati, kula, gotra, jati, kula. That's why it is said in that Vivekchudamani that it is beyond nama, rupa, jati, kula, gotra. So when in meditation, when you sit down, don't sit down as so and so, as a human, as a husband, as a wife, as a mother, as a father, as a sister, or a brother, or a friend. No, sit there as existence. I am. And when that I establish myself as pure existence, all thoughts that arise in my mind, you will realize that these are all belong to only the relative reality. There is, as a relative reality, I have many thoughts, many concerns, many problems and worries. And nobody can replace me, surely. You as a parent of your own child, you cannot be replaced by somebody else. It is not possible. I am the father, I am the mother. Somebody else can be mother of my child, real mother of my child, real father of my child. I am the father. They can play the role of a father, but the real father is me, or real mother is me. The real son of my dad is me. Nobody else can replace that. But in the relative plane of existence, we continuously engage in yoga and kshema, meaning trying to get what we want to get and trying to protect what we have already got. That is constantly being the pursuit of all beings. But in the quiet hours of deep contemplation leading to meditation, leave aside all other relative aspects of you except this one awareness that I am existence. Swarupameva me sattvam natu dharmo navastvavat madanyasya sado bhavad nahi sajjati vishyate. This we saw. Then continuing that further, he says, the 23 also we saw, Swarupam eva me jnanam. Jnanam mama swarupam. Knowledge is my nature. Here the knowledge is to be understood as awareness or consciousness. Not what I am conscious of. See, I have a set of experiences or set of skills and abilities which I have learnt over a period of time during my so many years of learning is definitely different from what you know, what everybody else knows. And at the same time, there are certain things I don't know, you also don't know. As far as the knowledge and ignorance are concerned, I am conscious of what I know, I am conscious of what I don't know, but I am consciousness. This awareness, this consciousness is same in all living beings. Na guna. It's not a quality. It's not an added feature. It's not some characteristic. Consciousness, therefore, is present even when you are in the deep sleep, because that very awareness of your sleep is also you are aware of. As awareness, you are aware of the absence of all else. This awareness is not a guna, is not a quality, is not a function, is not an activity. Yadi sagunaha, if it is a guna, if it is a quality, anatmatvam asartantva jneyah ajnetvayoho padet. If it is a quality, if it is an activity, etc., let us say, of the brain, of the intellect, if it is an activity, then consciousness is different from me. So, me, the pure existence, and the consciousness is different from me. If it is different, then it doesn't exist. Not self. And let us say that I am existent, but I don't know that. See, if I am not conscious, and consciousness is a quality which is subject to coming and going, and when it is not there, then I am not conscious of myself. If consciousness is different from me, I am the existent. What is consciousness becomes? Non-existence. That is illogical. Or otherwise you say, I am existence, but I am not conscious of it. That is also not possible. So existence itself is consciousness. It is self-knowing about self-existence. It doesn't need something else to know itself. Yata deepo anya deepa icha. Like example is like a light does not need another light to know itself. Its own presence it knows, because it is by self-illumination nature. If there is a light, you don't need another light to know that light. In the same way, this self is not only existing, but it is aware of its own existence unfailingly. There is no time it does not know. If it is saying that at some time I know, sometime I do not know, then in that case, then you can say consciousness is different from you. But that is not the case. The self-awareness is not a function, an activity, a quality, a guna, a dharma, an added feature, a characteristic. It is swarupa. It is its own nature. So, anatmatvam, asatvam. Anatmatvam, not knowing oneself. Asatvam, because it being different from me, the existence, it becomes non-existence. Both of them. Jneyaha ajneyatvayoho bhavet. It would be then not knowable or not existing. If it is different from me, it doesn't exist. If it is different from me, it doesn't know my own existence. So it cannot be so. So therefore, aham sat, aham chit. I am existence, I am also aware, full existence. I am awareness. Now, the third aspect is aham sukham. So we'll read that 24. Ahameva sukham nanyat.
Ahameva sukham nanyad.
Anyachenaiva tat sukham.
Anyachenaiva tat sukham.
Amadartam nahi preyah.
Amadartam nahi preyaha.
Madartam na svata priyam.
Madadartam nasvat priyam.
Ahameva
Ahameva
sukham
sukham
nanyat
nanyada
anyachenaiva
anyachenaiva
tatsukam.
tatsukam.
Amadartam
Amadartam
nahi
nahi preyaha.
preyaha madartam
Madhartam
nasvata
nasvata priyam.
priyam. Aham eva sukham. I am bliss. But Swamiji, I am in blisters actually now. Aham sukham. I am happiness. Na anyat. Not other than me is anything really sukham. Why? Anyat chet. If it is other than me, naiva tat sukham. If it is different, it is not bliss at all. No, Swamiji, I am getting confused here. Wait. One at a time. How can you say you yourself is bliss? Because we know happiness is always from something. How can you say that? Okay, let us take this case. Let us say ice cream. Ice cream is sukham for me. Without ice cream, I am unhappy. Let us see. Okay. This ice cream, is it for you or somebody else? If you have ice cream and somebody else is eating, will you get joy out of that? So, if I say this ice cream is sukham for me, madartam hi preyaha, amadartam na preyaha. Prayas means desirable. If it is not for me, then it is not dear. If it is for you, the ice cream is for you, then I have nothing to do with that. That means that ice cream has happiness for me or for somebody else. That ice cream is, when it is given to somebody else, it is not priyam to me. So the priyatva of the ice cream is in the ice cream or in me? Tell me now. Think. The happiness that I think that the ice cream has is there in the ice cream or in me? If it is there in the ice cream, even if somebody has it, I should enjoy that. Think carefully. Now let us see. Ice cream parlor guy, will he give, if it is that ice cream is happiness, will he give to anybody else? The guy who is selling ice cream, will it give to anybody else if that is a source of joy to him? Will he sell? Will he sell? Why he sells? Because he doesn't find happiness in that. Think. So the notion of happiness in the ice cream, but the actual presence of happiness is in me. Nature of happiness in me, notion of happiness in the object. Think. Because when I have ice cream shop and I have varieties of ice cream and I love ice cream, in that case you will not sell. If you are giving to somebody else, you will be very unhappy, sorrow. Give away my happiness to everybody. No, but Swamiji, is it not that we find joy, happiness in eating that ice cream? Yes, because that notion of happiness you have projected is getting fulfilled. Amadartam nahi preyah. Amadartam, not for me. If it is not for me, then ice cream is given to somebody else. If it is amadartam, if it is not for me, then it is not desirable. And if you say that ice cream is for me, madartam, if it is for me, then where is the happiness? In the ice cream or in you? You have to think a little carefully. That's why Guruji writes in this, there are 4 categories. Look at it, yeah, on the page. Next page says, there are 4 things. Atman, Priya, Dvesha and Upeksha. Upeksha Vastu is indifferent. I don't care whether it is there or not, I don't care about it. That is Upeksha, indifferent. Dvesha means that which I hate. So let us take this category of what I am indifferent about. Something which is there or not, it doesn't add any value to me. So that cannot be a source of my happiness. So leave it aside. That which I hate the most, that object which I do not like at all, I hate, that also is not a source of my happiness. That's a leave it. Second is Priya, that which I like. So if that is a thing which is I like one's own father, one's own mother, brother, sister, husband, wife, children, home, car, home, car, all this. So if you look at it carefully, if I say I love my son, I love my daughter, so you love your son or daughter because it is your. The primary factor is my son, my father, my car. Because it is connected to Atman, you. That is the reason you love it. Because this person or a thing that you are loving is a person who, according to you, is adding happiness to you. If the same person turns out to become a person who causes more and more pain to you, you just don't even stand next to me. Okay? Get out. Move on. So why you say that person is an object of love? Because that person or a thing is adding to, in my notion, adding to my happiness. So if because you love yourself, you want to be happy, in other words, therefore you are having a love, have a love for that person or not. So your happiness is complete with that person, or you are able to get into your own nature of happiness due to that person, with the help of that person. That is the reason why you have love for that person. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. You don't love your husband, please, this is a fact and you have to take it with a pinch of salt. You don't love your husband or wife or a brother or sister, not for themselves, it is for yourself. Because you love yourself. Why you love yourself? Because you are the happiness. Because the very fact is that which does not give me happiness, I don't love. Do you love yourself or not? Fact number 1, I love all that gives me happiness. I love myself. What does it mean? Third, what is the third statement you make? Hmm? I love all that which gives me happiness. 2. I love myself. 3. What is it? I am happiness. Would you say I love all those make me angry, upset? I love myself. That is not the truth. So the fact remains. No, but that is not the way we feel, Swamiji. I feel so happy when I eat ice cream. Yes. You know why? Because in the absence of self-discovery of bliss, we need an external agent to indicate that happiness to us. It's a catalyst. All things are only catalyst to happiness, not the source. If it is a source, if it is a source of happiness, if the object is source of happiness, in sleep also you should have that object without which you will not be happy. But it's not the case. Secondly, the same object which you thought that source of happiness, at some point of time you are able to leave it when you find something else. You know? So object A gave me happiness. After some time when I grew to become a little more older, then object A is replaced by object B. That means what? A was not happiness first of all. Teddy bear, Swamiji, was a source of happiness when you were only 4, 2-year-old, 3-year-old. After that, iPad. Now, iPad has been replacing your teddy bear. Teddy bear is lying down in the same bed where you have been there, and then the teddy bear, but you don't even go anywhere near that. Why? That's not a source of happiness to. That means in the beginning itself it was not. How can it suddenly become absent of happiness? If that is a source of happiness, after 3 years, how will it become not a source of happiness then? The iPad, and after some time, what happened? Phone, because I'm talking to my girlfriend. So it constantly changes. Then I married. Oh, my husband is a source of happiness. After that, the child comes. Chalo, tum to nikal jao yaar se. So the husband is not, only child now. Arey Baba, why are you fooling yourself? Everything changes. You know? So what was a source of happiness for me when I was 2-year-old is no more when I am 5 or 10-year-old. That is no more after 120 years old. That is no more than when I'm 40 years old. That is no more happiness when I'm 60 years old. Then why do you even think that was a source of happiness in the beginning itself? It's wrong. So then, Atmanastha Kamaya Sarvam Priyam. Now you understand. Because you love yourself, any object or a person that makes you come closer to yourself, that makes you feel that that is the source of happiness. See, when you are angry with someone, you are actually thinking about that person. You are distancing yourself from yourself. That's why you're upset. You're not able to go closer to yourself. Which is source of happiness. That person, that object or a thought is taking you away from you. You are self-distancing yourself from yourself. You're stretching yourself away from yourself. Which you cannot, that's where the tension is. The tension is what? It's stretched. This object is capturing you from you, away from you. You feel like getting out of it. That's why anger is released. Anger is thrown out. Then I got rid of that fellow. In your mind or physically, when you have understood that person is no more, the object is no more a source of happiness, meaning it does not allow me to be with myself. Some people say, Swamiji, when I come to the temple and sit down, I feel so peaceful. Meaning what? You are allowed to be with yourself. Nothing else is occupying you. If you, after coming to the temple also, you're thinking about your car or the shoes that you left with the shoe stand, then then that place doesn't give you any happiness. New shoes, Swamiji, I just know about. I keep in the shoes. Is it a safe place to keep the shoes? Can I keep it inside? You see, you bought a new car and nobody notices it. You feel miserable, right? Somebody said, "Oh, new car, you got it?" Yes, yes, yes. So you see, when you are coming closer to yourself, anything, any object or a person or a thing or a situation that causes you, helps you to come to yourself, is the source of happiness, according to you. But not the source; it's a cause of happiness. It's a catalyst. Don't we say that I got lost myself? What does it mean? Because you are at one with yourself. So, who is Sukham then? Ahameva Sukham. I am the source of joy. Na anyat, nothing else. Anyachet, if it is other than me, naivatat Sukham. It is not the source of happiness. Why? Amadartam nahi priya. If it is not meant for me, it is not happiness. Madartam, if it is for me, then that is not the source. It is Madartam means for my sake, because Ahameva priyaha, Ahameva mama priyaha. I am alone, dear to myself. That which makes me come to discover that is the one which I call it as a catalyst, but not the source. If it is itself is a joy, then I can never leave it, but which is not the case. I keep on changing the objects for my happiness. So if it is a source of real happiness, then I would not change it. I can change every object, everything around me, but I never lose sight of seeking my own happiness. Therefore, aham sat, aham chit, aham sukham. Satchidananda Swarupa aham. In the beginning, first verse itself, we made it clear. Second verse. Ahamasmi sada vami kadachinna amapriya. Tasmadaham Brahma eva. Satchidananda Lakshmi. Now, continuing in the verse 25, it says, Nahi nana swarupam syat.
Nahi nana swarupam syad.
Ekam vastu kadachana.
Ekam vastu kadachana.
Tasmadakanda evasmi.
Tasmadakanda evasmi.
Vijagat jagadi vidam.
Vijahad jagatim vidam.
Nahi nana swarupam syat ekam vastu kadachana tasmadakhanda evasmi vijahad jagadim vidam vijahad jagadim vidam. Jag of the world. Vidam differences. if I understand Sad Ekam, Chit Ekam, Anandam Ekam, Ekarupam, Ekam Vastu Kadachana, Nana Swarupam Sya. Existence is one, consciousness is one, Sukham is one. Then, if that is the case, where is the question of manyness? Nana Swarupam Nahi. Is it written Nahi or Nahi? It should be Nahi only, not Nahi. Okay. So please correct that. If it is written Nahi, it's not correct. Nahi Nana Swarupam. If you understand this, let us take an example. When I breathe the air, and you also breathing the air, everybody is breathing the air. There are many airs available here. I am in space, and you are also in space. All the planets are in space. All the stars are in space. There are many spaces. You cannot say many spaces are available. No. Many airs are available. Air is no plural, right? Airs. It's not airs. That's not air. Spaces. There's no spaces. Earths. No. No. So space is one, apparently divided by what is occupying it. Space is one, but many buildings are there, occupying portions of those space. So the space is akhandam, unbroken, indivisible. And the same way, as Sat existence, aham akhanda, I am unbroken. As Chit, the consciousness, again, I am unbroken. Really speaking, as Sukham also, I am unbroken. This unbroken nature of the space, of the Sat Chit Ananda, apparently seem to be broken when we give importance to Nama and Rupa, name, form, quality, this, that. Akhanda mandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai sri gurave namah. One who shows us that. So always remember that the world is nothing. The world, when you say, it is of variety. So when I keep looking at the variety, obviously I am not able to recognize the silent presence of divisionless oneness. Nana Swarupam Nahi Yat. Ekam Vastu Kadachana, at no time. Na Kadachana Ekam Vastu Nana Swarupam. Akhanda Eva. Asmi Aham. Tasmat. Jagadim Bidam, the apparent differences created by the Jagat, Vichahat, to be Jagakaro, it has to be given up. The idea is that one unbroken existence, if you come to recognize, you will see there is Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma, one without a second. And that one without a second alone can bring unity into this world. Any kind of difference, any kind of changes that are taking place given reality will only cause friction, unhappiness, war, violence, jealousy, ego, pride, unhappiness, sorrow. The Vedanta's point is discover that divisionless presence. I need to close this because the point here, the message here says your call ends in 8 minutes. I think they give one hour, probably 1 hour time. So it's an upgrade to Google Workspace to individual to extend the call. So anyway, I do not know, my internet has been acting funny. So I'm not able to do that. So we'll continue this discussion in the next session. I think that will be our last one, it looks like. 3 more verses to go. We'll conclude that, okay? Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sorry for the short class today.
Thank you for the satsang, Swamiji.
Okay. Hari Om.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Thank you, Swamiji. Hari Om.
Thank you, Swamiji. Hari Om.
Thank you, Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om, Swamiji. Thank you.
Hari Om, Swamiji.